Katoa. I have a pleasure to be Katerina's husband. It takes a lot of effort and time to engage various people here in Aotearoa and overseas to make exhibitions like this actually happen. And so first I want to praise Katya's dedication and organizational skills. Please join me in applauding her humble leadership. As my wife mentioned, all of this will be possible without compassionate and supportive Kiwis, but vitally, many united, determined, selfless, resilient, and creative Ukrainians, among whom children. Some works at this auction are actually painted by our younger ones, in which they expressed their feelings about Ukraine through their talent. There are more than 3 million children displaced from their homes in Ukraine by the onslaught of the Russians. Try to imagine horrors of everyday missile strikes and drone raids, destruction of entire towns by the artillery fire, assaulting tank shooting straight at your house, and brutal invaders thirsty for violence. Imagine there is no safe harbor from this in your country. And think of your children or grandchildren who are facing this Armageddon. More than 2 million kids were forced to flee their homeland to foreign countries for the sake of safety. It's as many as all children, it's twice as many as all children in New Zealand. Just imagine the future if all the little and young Kiwis had left these lands for 1.5 years and counting. Only officially proved more than 19,000 Ukrainian kids were kidnapped by Russia. Number of kids who were deported together with parents are probably more than 200,000, while the Russian Federation itself was boasting about 744,000 children, Ukrainian children, just this April. More than 1,000 children were wounded, 500 killed by the assault of the Russian world just in Ukraine to date. And this is not mere war statistics. This is deliberate genocide of Ukrainians by Muscovites, who deny the very existence of Ukraine as a distinctive nation and state, yet again, over hundreds of years. Kidnapped children are often separated from their actual parents and put for illegal adoption and re-education in the ideology of fascism. Some become victims of carnal abuse. In the occupied territories, Russian occupiers have systematically raped Ukrainians, with their victims as young as 4 years old. Russians have humiliated, tortured, and murdered Ukraine's children. And Ukrainians will never forgive them this. So if you ask, what does that keep people of Ukraine fighting against all odds? Children are your answers. Children returning from far abroad. Children coming back to their homes. Children of Ukraine who remain to live on Ukrainian soil. You could ask, why would Ukraine not consider entering into negotiation with that man? The answer is history. Ukrainians, so is Poles, Balts, Estonians, Finns, Moldovans, Georgians, and many other peoples who ever touched the tentacles of the Russian world know too well that Russians do not honor their word. Ukrainians do not want to trade their children's lives, future, and freedom for any futile agreements with Muscovites anymore. For those who give up liberties for safety, get neither. but those who strive against bullies will gain future and security. Let us go forward together with our united strength for the future of our children. Slava Ukraini!
Героям слава!